Hello, my name is Ilona and I'm going to do a recap of my Dutch video. I looked at what happened to Mr. T because apparently a certain agency or that starts with an F, it has a B and it has an I in it, a federal agency, thought that it was a great idea to just go to Mar-a-Lago and search for boxes with some kind of information that apparently he took with them from the White House. It was a very strange situation. I also shared a message from Bio Cladiston, who mentioned that most likely Mr. T knew this way ahead and this feels like a trap. And to me, this does feel like a trap. This is almost done on purpose from the Whiteheads. I also saw a article from the Daily Mail talking about people that actually gather to support Mr. T. They mentioned in the article that there was one anti-Mr. T person apparently running around there, so that was interesting. But what I found the most interesting was this line. One woman, a Cuban exile, gave an interview to NBC6 saying that they didn't understand how the federal Bureau could investigate Mr. T, but not Hunter, so the son of Mr. B or the husband of Pelosi. And I think that's the most interesting part about this. So I do feel that this is a trap. I've of course got cards for this. This is the first card, the 7 of Cups. The central card was the 4 of Swords. In the past we have the 7 of Pentacles, and underneath the central card we've got the Page of Cups, and for the future, the near future, we have the 3 of Wands and the Hanged Man. So this is very interesting. To me this feels like showing people what's been going on for a very long time. So there's still some confusion, but I do believe a lot of people are very angry about what happened because Mr. T is loved by a lot of people in America and worldwide, let's face it. So this is showing the world what's really been going on with this federal agency, with the Department of Justice. They don't work for the American people. They work for other people, for the dark energies, for an agenda. And it's showing now. So everything is on hold now. It kind of feels like the dark energies are showing their power. And I do believe that the Whiteheads purposely let them do this to show what's really going on. This is an opportunity for people to finally understand how corrupt this system is. And I find this very interesting with these cards in the future, near future. This is like a wait and see. I think the Whiteheads are just going to lean back and see what's going to happen. And I think they're pretty much are hanging themselves. It's like just give them some rope and let them do their thing. And I think that's exactly what's going on now with the dark energies, because they've really made a lot of people angry about this. Because let's face it, there's something else, of course, going on with the Senate, the committee looking at the department and, of course, the federal agency, the Federal Bureau, about what they've done with the laptop of the son of Mr. B. Why haven't they brought this out? Why did they try to suppress that evidence? So this is just going to prove more that they are very subjective. Well, they're just puppets rolling out an agenda. They're not here for the people. They're not here for justice. And it's very, very interesting to see. So I think this is really done on purpose by the Whiteheads, and they're just going to watch. They're just going to watch and see how they hang themselves. Really, this is something they should have never done. But hey, this is very interesting because this also proves that they don't have that much power anymore. I am pretty sure Mr. T knew about this. I'm sure he's, if there is anything to find, that's pretty much has been gone. So there's nothing they can do about that. I do believe that that's what this card is showing as well. This is not going to bring anything really. They don't find anything there. And this is going to look completely ridiculous. But this also proves that they barely have any power. Otherwise, Mr. T would have left a long time ago. They would have taken care of him, because that's what they do. That's why they still have this arrogance that they can get away with everything, because they think they control the Department of Justice and they control the Federal Bureau. And a lot of things have been happening. It wouldn't surprise me at all if a lot of white hats have infiltrated these organizations and are moving pieces around. And this is really about draining the swamp and showing who is in charge, who's doing this, who are the puppets following these agendas. So this is very interesting. But it's now really for the white hats to just wait and see what's going to happen. But the dark energies took the bait, so to speak. I also looked at something here in the Netherlands. They want to, they have this proposal for a law, so that all these things that they've done the past 2 years, all these restrictions, that they have, how do you say this, a legal basis for it. So far it's been temporarily, and the Senate here in the Netherlands kind of just rejected that. They didn't want this to be temporarily. It has to have a legal basis. So they have this proposal, but it's got a lot of criticisms, and a lot of people are kind of like, oh, I've seen some things have been sent to me, like, is this going to happen? Is this law is going to, how do you say this? Are they going to force us? Because then they will have a lot of power that they can use. They can restrict certain areas again. They can force us with all kinds of things. But I have also found an article about that. There is a lot of criticism, especially from the political level as well. A lot of mayors that are connected, and they have like this Dutch, I'm not sure how to completely translate it, but there are a lot of people that are, all the mayors are connected. They have like this organization called the Nederlandse Genootschap van Burgemeesters, and they are already against it. There is an advice, let's see, college, because adviescollege, not sure how to completely translate that, but they give advice to the second chamber and the Senate. They give advice to the government about certain proposals, and they are against it because they want to see first if all these restrictions are really effective. And we already had what we call the WOP-documenten. This is that they have to be open. They have to show all these documents they've used for the past 2 years, so for all these restrictions. And it already came out that all these restrictions were pretty much ineffective. So it's very important that they are now criticizing this. They do not want to go along with the proposal. So I don't think this is going to happen at all. But I've taken a look at it with a card reading. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the central card, that is the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Wands in the past. We have the Two of Pentacles underneath the Queen of Wands. And for the future, we have the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is interesting to me, because this feels like the white hats are behind this. And this is really to push people. I think it wouldn't surprise me at all if they were behind the fact that the Senate, or the first chamber as we call it in the Netherlands, rejected the temporarily laws that they kind of pushed, they based the restrictions on. I think that the white hats were behind that. So now they have to legally, have a legal basis for it, and they have to come up with a proposal that has to go through the second chamber and then of course to the Senate. But this is of course making a lot of people angry. Like I've mentioned, a lot of organizations do not want this. They have criticism about how far this goes, if it's effective or not. And I think this is about waking up people again. This is about a ridiculous situation. And more things are coming out. Of course, also the damages of the wasp stings. This is all coming out. So I don't think this is going to get anywhere. But they will try, because this is for the near future. And the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles is that they will try to work on the health angle, like we're doing this to help people. We need these, that we can force these restrictions. We need this legal basis. It's about health. It's about working on that fear factor for people. The moon is about fear, about the unconscious, about illusions. And I think they'll try to push this through, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I do think a lot of things will change by then, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But I also feel that people are seeing through the illusions. I also believe that more and more people are starting to realize this isn't about health at all. This has nothing to do with health. This is about control. This is about rolling out an agenda. This is about puppets somewhere in The Hague deciding for the rest of the Netherlands, the people in the Netherlands. And this just emphasizes, and I think that's the intention of the White Hats, emphasizes how much, how far apart this is, how far apart the puppets in The Hague are and the people of the Netherlands. And this just emphasizes this, how deep that goes, how far apart we really are, and there is no connection, and they are not there to help us. It's about a bit similar to what's going on, of course, with Mr. T, and showing the Federal Bureau and of course the Department of Justice. They're now working for the people of America. And the people in The Hague, all these puppets over there, they're not working for the people of the Netherlands. And this is about exposing that, showing that, going deeper, and people really starting to realize this is about waking up people. So I don't think it's going to get that far, but it's interesting what's going to come out now. So I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye!